Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now.
Welcome everyone to the Final Four of the Asian University Basketball League, also known as AUBL 2025. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim, alongside Taylor Chen. In the first semi-final coming up, NCCU versus Etu Gen University, the repeat of the Pool D game. And there's some payback for Etu Gen for this one because they lost that game. But doesn't matter about past records. It is all about the here and now, Taylor Chen, because history is on the line, and history starts now.
It's going to be a grudge match, as you mentioned, and just a recap from their last matchup. We witnessed our first ever OT in the AUBL. Now we've seen too. How lucky are we from last night's matchup? But we'll see how Tushig Elberg and Batar Erdin perform today for Etu Gen University. But on the other hand, with Zhenzi University, of course, it's how to guard the big foreign players, which Etu Gen does not have. So it's a size against agility and prowess.
Well, number 9, Utbaya for the Etu Gen team. He's their own, he's one of their really, really solid bigs. Not the tallest guy in the world, but he's got strength and power, and he sets those hard screens, and he tries to protect the rim. He's quite good, in my opinion. But I think there's a rumor that he's carrying a little bit of an injury. So he's sort of touch and go.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling that they'll still play him, especially since this is another winner-go-home situation. This is, after all, to move on to the finals for tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. So I think they're going to utilize all of their players and all of the key players, obviously, even with our masked soldier in number 5. And, I think their strategy tonight or today against Zhenzi University is how to cause confusion and, again, how to really stop any perimeter shooting and, again, forcing Zhenzi making tough decisions on the court.
Well, the interesting factor, even though all the attention for NCCU will be on the two bigs, I'm very, very impressed with Sung Sin Hao. He's very, very good from the outside, makes some great jumpers as well. So, these NCCU have a couple of the local 3-4, like small 4, but 3 type Asian type player who can really go up and down the court, two-way basketball, and can hit the 3.
Yeah, I mean, especially coming from Woo Zikai, number 23, he's a senior for Zhengzhou University. He is going to be participating in the three-point competition later tonight at the 7:30 matchup. So again, you know, we talked about it all week long. Zhengzhou University, they've got a toolbox full of players or tools that are able to shoot from the outside. They can dribble, penetrate into the paint, and obviously, of course, we have Ndai and Bobakar in the lineup.
That's right, and it's really interesting for the Etu Gen team. Can they put their two bigs in a little bit of foul trouble? Because once they're in foul trouble, the whole game changes. And as we witnessed yesterday from Hakuo University and Beijing University got really, really disrupted in terms of their mindset and the style of play when their two bigs got injured and couldn't further participate in their respective quarterfinals because of the injuries that were picked up. And we wish all the players who have picked up injuries in the quarterfinal stages, we wish them a speedy recovery to bounce back and play really, really well. But AUBL 2025, we've got another semi-final a little bit later at 7:30 p.m. So stick with us, do not go away. But you know what? I mean, just to wrap up this conversation before we head to our first breather of this game, I mean, Taylor, I'm going to put my prediction on the line was this, but I'm not going to ask you who's going to win or lose. Do you think it'll be a tight game?
You know what? Based on what we saw last night with Tsinghua University and Konkuk, I think anything goes, to be honest. I'm not even going to make any predictions or guesses. I think it'll either be a neck-and-neck race or there'll be a blowout in the third and fourth quarter.
Well, I'm just going to say, because this is the privilege of the person who's asking the question, I just hope that it will be I hope it will be a very, very close game, just like the final quarterfinal yesterday evening. For me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen, we say we take a break, but when we come back, we will announce the players who will come on the court and represent the university, and then semi-final number 1 starts for AUBL 2025.
Both side players, please stop practicing and get ready for the team introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, this is AUBL 2025 half final. Team NCCU versus Team eTU GEN. Legends down now. 观众朋友们，这里是 AUBL 2025半决赛，由俄图根大学对阵政治大学。接下来为您介绍对阵双方运动员、教练员。首先为您介绍客队俄图根大学。Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Team eTU GEN University. Number 1, Amar. 2号 Number 2, Miyam Shakt. 4号 Number 4, Davasakri. 5号 Number 5, Bars Bow. 6号 Number 6, Monk Butter. 9号 Number 9, Abaya. 12号 Number 12, Shichiku. 20号 Number 20, Tushi. 22号 Number 22, Uskubaya. 23号 Number 23, But Under. 24号 Number 24, Full Archer. 25号 Number 25, Pindaria. 接下来，让我们一起来欢迎主教练 The Head Coach Bayer Salt， 助理教练 Assistant Coach Anar。接下来，让我们一起来欢迎本场比赛的主队 NCCU。Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Team NCCU。2号 Number 2， 徐德奇。5号 Number 5， 陈君伟。6号 Number 6， 谢云卡。8号 Number 8， 王维佳。9号 Number 9， 林根宇。10号 Number 10， 宋勋浩。12号 Number 12， 林子浩。13号 Number 13， 潘立成。23号 Number 23， 吴志凯。34号 Number 34， Mustafa。47号 Number 47， 傅忠尧。50号 Number 50， Bobaka。接下来用我们的掌声欢迎主教练 The Head Coach 陈子威，助理教练 The Assistant Coach 范本祥， Assistant Coach 王子轩。接下来请双方运动员先来入场。
Thank you very much to our MC for announcing the players. It never gets old hearing the players' names on the stadium microphones. And the players will be feeling that with great pride, shall I say. Souvenirs being given to the respective opponents. And now it's time to put the souvenirs away and bring out the game plan. Our referee team for today, Julian Scott, Ryan Kinesh, and Andrew Goodman. 2 from America, 1 from Massachusetts, 1 from Miami, and 1 from Canada.
This is the first time we're seeing all 3 of our overseas from the United States or from out in the Americas together.
North America, still
yeah,
North
Americas, yeah.
So they are 3 very, very good guys, and the other referees have done an outstanding job as well, giving everything very, very even parity. Number 5, Buzzball. Number 20, and the others to follow. And number 2, number 10, number 23, number 47, and number 34 is the starting 5 for The NCCU team and Mahmadou Mustafa gets the start ahead of Boubacar Mboup.
Well, you know what? This is pretty typical. We've seen that. We've seen this lineup in the past week. Typical for them to put Ndaye in to start off, you know, to give Boubacar time and really, because, you know, we've seen all week long Boubacar really heavily used throughout the game. So they start off with maybe a lankier guy such as Ndaye and then rotating Boubacar in.
And NCCU, you would say they are the favorites based on their undefeated record in this tournament and the fact that they did beat Etugen in the pool stages. It was a great game, like Taylor Chen said, with overtime, but in that fourth quarter, Etugen were absolutely gassed and had nothing left to give and hardly scored in that overtime period. But it's different right now. Etugen with a great performance yesterday, and they've got a few players battered and bruised, literally. But they have come out strong, Taylor, and shown that, you know, they may go home with a gold or silver medal, or they may go home with a bronze medal, or just a nice T-shirt tomorrow.
Nice T-shirt. Yeah, sure. I mean, look, there's obviously there's going to be losers, but you know what? It's an amazing experience, and they've gotten this really big international platform to perform on. Because you know, it's one thing to show up on your local media and news outlets, but it's another for us to show up in like Xiaohongshu, Instagram from overseas outlets. Now, to bring it back over to the game, I would like to see who can start off strong, because their last game together, it was a very slow start, a lot of stop and go action from both teams, a little bit too physical, and you know, we see on the screen Batar Erdin, he got pulled out of the game just playing 1 minute 40 seconds from getting a gnarly gash in the lip and contact in the nose.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if he's still going to wear the mask. He is going to wear the mask. That is Barsbold Batar Erdin. Great player, 30 points in his previous game. And Tushik Elbeck with 28 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. And Spider-Man, that is Bindiria Sandagorj. He will have a big job to do to try to win those rebounds offensively and defensively. So Otbayar will go up against Mahmadou. Sounds like a superhero movie. Up they go, and Etugen with the ball. Hard screen, goes for the 3, and Otbayar thought he had the rebound, but pulled it down, pushing, and it's going to be NCCU ball. Let's look at this here. Yep, grab the rebound, and yeah, the push of the shove.
And back to Xiao Song. He's going to get the assist leader for UBA. And the first bucket goes to Fu Junyao. Quick start. Again, it's about who's going to take control of the game early on, I would say.
That's a good hook shot by Junyao. Takes it to the rack and doesn't get the drop, but tries to get the steal. Here come NCCU.
I love seeing those scorpion arched shots made by Batar Erdin, and that goes over the rainbow.
Outside, working on his opponent, off the cross. Goes for the chili sauce, not spicy enough.
And Junyao gets the board. Bringing it back over is number 2, Xu Desi. Drives in, goes to Ndaye, and quick to get to the double team. That is what Etugen needs to do all game long. They need to support their big to guard Ndaye or Boubacar.
Screen, good screen. Gets in the lane, out, wide open for the triple. Spider-Man couldn't get the web to go. Couldn't find the bottom of the web, should I say. So it is scrappy for Etugen. They're trying. Their defense is actually not bad.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. Again, it's up to them to create those double teams, and you know, and for them to be unpredictable on who's going to show up for those double team moments as Shudetsu finds Ndaye. And here's another strategy, is to keep Ndaye out in the perimeter. Here's a catch and shoot for Xiao Song, and that is nothing but net and wet like water for Zhengzhou University. 5-0.
Great start by NCCU. Hook shot and a three to get things going. Etu Gen with a steal, but they couldn't capitalize. Big man on big man, pump fake. Oh, curls, couldn't get it. And couldn't hang on to it.
And it could have been on the highlight reel. That was a great, great finish attempt by Erdin Batar. And Shudasi draws a foul off of Erdin Batar.
That was a hard foul. He just barged it. Look at this. Ooh.
Yeah, there's that arm trying to stop him from driving in on the left. So they're going to restart with 16 seconds on the shot clock. And here's Xiaosong at the top. Miscommunication, or didn't see the downhill pick and roll from Ndai. He was, again, stopped out from the key. So far, as you said, Ben, good defense run by Etigen.
Etigen needs to find some offense, leans in, good interior defense by NCCU.
Okay, let's see if they can run a fast break. He thought about the catch and shoot, but this time it's going to be sniper Uzukai. That does not land into the circle.
Bullet pass because of off the air ball earlier. Holding Spider-Man. Needs to shoot an elastic web. Etugen, fancy. Etugen, bounce pass again. They lost the package, but it will come off an NCCU player, so they'll breathe a slight sigh of relief, but 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Players, today, if you're watching this, do not forget the shot clock.
I have no idea what you mean by that.
All right, come on. Put it up. Oh.
It's got the look, not the touch. It's the right idea. It's just making those buckets are important. Xiaosong going around the screen, set up by Jun Yao, and tries to go in for the long two, going up for the board. Etigen.
They're rebounding okay. They're hustling for those boards, so which is good. Drive, 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 up! But picks up the foul, and that's why the bench is applauding, because a chance to get 2 shots and to get some production from the line, because they very much need it. I mean, they almost got 1 or 2 buckets, but just that finishing, that finesse. And Otbayan to the bench he goes. And gets the front back bounce to get in, and Bubakar about to check in. Actually, and also Wang Weijia also about to check in. Can he get it? He does. Etugen on the scoreboard.
And Jun Yao, as well as Ndai, will get time on the bench. Ndai has 1 personal foul, and Jun Yao is the one to make the first field goal in the game. And Tsukai with a handoff there. Xiaosong swinging it at the left wing. He's bobbing and weaving, but again, Etigen is denying entry, so they leave him no choice with a catch and shoot by sniper Utsukai.
Tsukai on the catch, and he was too open. Way, way too open. Etugen need to tighten it up again. Pivoting. Attacks. Yes, splits that double team defense. A great, great job by the silent assassin of Etugen, Usukbayar.
There we go, 4 minutes in. That's how Etugen gets the ball rolling. And Xiaosong now this time coming through the left baseline, finish with a reverse.
Put that on Instagram. That was fantastic. I know we have a long way to go in both games, semifinal 1 and 2, but pump fake. Protecting from the outside. No thought about the handoff, but it still goes in the way of NCCU. NCCU from Chinese Taipei. And speaking about Chinese Taipei, a big shout out to my friend Marcus Quirk, who plays in the league in Chinese Taipei, is doing very, very well. He's an import, half Bruneian, half British, and he's a big fan of AUBL. Shoots for threes, too strong, rebound. They'll go again. Will they reload or will they penetrate? Step back, in and out.
Oh, just no luck on getting those buckets. It's taking them more effort. Even though, again, they're finding those good open looks, and there's a nice backdoor cut. Credit goes to Xiao Song for the assist, and that is number 8's first bucket, Wang Weijia. Man, I gotta say, Xiao Song is really the one from Zhengzhou University who sets the tone, and you notice that he's always have a hand on the ball in their possessions.
Well, that's the challenge, the problem for Etugen University. They're giving NCCU way too many open looks. They're not, they're not giving them too much respect. They're trying really, really hard, but a couple of those shots wide open from the wing, the backdoor cuts. Look at that. So, hard shot to pull off, but again, too many open looks, and this takes the cake.
Yeah, you notice here in that play, you saw the double team up against Bobakar. Again, they're trying really hard to deny entry from him because he is on the plus-minus column, the most efficient player besides Xiao Song on the screen right now. So unfortunately, that focus kind of detracts from them guarding Xiao Song as well as the likes of Wu Zikai and any shooters on the Zhengzhou rotation.
Our first timeout of the game. We've got actually nice timing. It's almost at the halfway point of the first period. It is Etugen who trail by 8 points, and they just got to tighten things up. A couple of shots need to fall down, and they are back in this game. They have shown that they are the king of the comeback.
They always make it interesting. That is for certain. So it's still early. It's still early goings.
Very, very early goings. So, and the MC pumping up the crowd in Mandarin. Inbound. Brings it up slowly. High screen. Protecting. Driving. Tried to do a Euro step and a bit of a fake, but hit a little bit of NCCU traffic in the lane. Let's look at this. Yep, ball fake on the shoulder.
Yeah, shoulder bump by Xiao Song. That's his first personal.
And the masked assassin, Boris Bohol, Bata Erden. Arguably one of the best ball handlers in this competition.
Yeah.
Rattles it in. But he's amazing. His handles are phenomenal.
Yeah, he came back with a splash in the last game, scored 30 points and 6 assists.
Puts that away.
Zhengzhou University, the men in blue, they are the home team after knocking in more points over Etugen all week long. There's the spins. Bobakar now going ISO against Etugen and finishes off easy. That is really size over matter.
They're applying the full court press. High screen to stop that press. Good pass, attacks up the glass, nicely done. That is really, really good stuff by Usukbaya Otkang Bear. That's his second basket of this game.
Yeah, they were really good about transitioning. You notice that Bobakar gets the bucket, and Etugen took no hesitation in running back for the fast break. And once again, Xiao Song, he can't stop, won't stop. This guy's got ice in his veins. The score now is 17-7.
10-point ball game. Etugen off the screen. Referee didn't pick that up. A bit of a deflection. Wide open for the three. Hits the back iron. Got the rebound though, but got to get up and pass. Recovers. Yeah. Cross court. Rise and shoot. High arcing. Put back. Yes. Good stuff there by Nayamchot Zorik. His first basket of the game.
A good way to possibly stop any signs of bleeding for Etugen. And Xiao Song once again at the controls. They see Bobakar with a drive down, but he rejects the screen and gets the long two. They have to stop Xiao Song from scoring.
Yeah, they got to put a body on him, a strong, athletic, quick body, because he moves well. Double team in front, fade away. Didn't quite work, goes the other way. Good call, Julian Scott. Etugen look on, trying to stay competitive. They're only 10 points down.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be too concerned yet. They've been they're a slow brew kind of team quite often. as we have an offensive, 3-second violation.
3-second violation,
So
yeah.
that's Zhenzu's, I believe that is their first turnover. Yep, stuck around too long and did not pay rent.
And Etugen with a change. Munkbatar Sogar, a very, very capable player, ball handler. So replacing a ball handler with a ball handler. Etugen down by 10. Over 2.5 minutes to go before the end of the first. Semi-final number 1. Who wants to get to the gold medal game tomorrow? Oh, steal as he races to the rim. And it goes inside, very calm and collected. An excellent finish by Siu Dei-chi.
Yeah, caught them off guard and led to a turnover touchdown and a rare bucket by another person other than Xiaosong.
Baseline, pump fake, pump fake. Oh, good defense, very good defense, but he gets it back, posting up, tries to do a cross. Bad pass.
Another turnover, and here is Xu Deshi. And just like that, there's another, basket interference. That's gonna count.
No, that was goaltend. Looked like a goaltend. In real time, I mean, I will have to have a look at it again, but because we can look at it again, unfortunately the referees can't.
They won't look at it, but either way, it still counts. We take a look. That was number 8 shot, Wang Weijia, and look at that,
yeah.
behind the back is ambushing Tushig Elberg.
Drive, couldn't get through the big man. Dish off, great pass. Unselfish dish by Munkbatar Sogar. And they're just sticking with it, Etugen.
Yeah, good look from Tushig Elberg as you saw the baseline cut in to get them up to 11 points. And 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Here is Xiaosong with a hop step. Loses handles of the ball. Still Zhenzi's ball.
I was actually panicking for Etugen there, Taylor, because they were about to leave someone in the corner wide open again. And this NCCU team, once they get those wide open looks from downtown, they will go pound town.
Yeah, shooters are going to shoot 9 seconds from the baseline. Look away pass.
Gave up the 3.
Yep, sidestepping, and here comes 3 free throws for Ling Zihao.
You can't argue with that. You really, really can't argue with that. That was a bulldozer. He went in and just clamped him.
Yeah, a little bit too much into his space, made contact just as he was about to land. So here is Ling Zihao making his first stats line from a free throw shot, as Xiaosong has been tasked to play this entirety of the quarter.
No, it's 3 shots. It's 3 shots, dude.
I did not get the memo there, clearly.
A bit of adrenaline and just rushing. I love that winning attitude, though.
Yeah, like the hustle, but you gotta pay attention. He's 2 for 3, and we got subs coming from both sides. Batar Erdin coming back in.
Munkbatar to the bench, he committed the foul, and Sung to the bench as well. Etugen, the first period almost over. They're weaving, they're floating, they're not sinking. And here come NCCU.
No, those bad finishes by Etugen. Here's a catch and shoot by Sniper Wu Zikai. No good. And the whistle comes, offensive foul.
He's sarcastically clapping to
It's
Bobokar.
Yeah, Bobokar gets his first personal. That replay went too fast. Couldn't quite tell the contact that he made.
Well, I saw it. He just pushed the guy from Etugen, and yeah, that's why he was clapping so sarcastically. And it was funny. Cross from the elbow and gets fouled on the elbow. And Rian, a referee, a young referee, said hand check, 2 shots. Yeah, that was as hand check as you get. So no complaints on that call. And 3 points for the Mas Zorro of Etugen University. 25-12. A lot of work to be done for Etugen in the second period. Puts that away, 2 out of 2. Well, NCCU, they just got to keep doing the same and just be a bit more precise with their shots. They're running some very good breaks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at this point, they can't take the foot off their pedal because, you know, again, with the dark horse that is Etugen University, they always crawl back, and it doesn't. Whether it's the second half or the final moments of the fourth quarter, you can't keep your guard down. With 12 seconds on the shot clock, here's Bobakar. You see the support at the post, but there's another three-point attempt. This time is from the top, Ling Enyu.
Here they come on the break. Etugen got to protect to find the connect. Oh, that's not part of the script, but there was a deflection, and it's still Etugen ball for the inbound with 16 to go on the shot clock. They're looking a little bit lackadaisical, Etugen, not through a lack of effort, but haven't found that rhythm as yet. NCCU have. Oh, offensive foul. That was the right call, but why did you do that? 21.2 to go.
It's an offensive foul called on Bayar. Let's take a look. Yeah.
Legal screen.
That hip check there. Not smart. Final possession possibly for Chengchi University. Here's Tengyu. The hook pass and pull up for the 2 is a little too short. Airmile Express and Bobakar amongst the scramble. He was outnumbered 4-2. Still getting the bucket.
Goes for the 3. Oh, it counts. It very much counts because the ball was in the air as the light didn't take off yet, so the light went on when it was aerial, so it does count for the 3. Let's look at this. Contested over the top. Bang. And in the nick of time to keep Etugen competitive in this game. First quarter score at Binjiang Gymnasium in Hangzhou. NCCU 27, Etugen 16. Stats coming in right now, and at the moment, if you look at it, and NCCU the better team, and 65% field goal shooting percentage compared to 28. Taylor Chen.
Yeah, it's what we saw from when their first matchup together. It's a very slow start from Etugen University. You got Tushik Elbek as well as Barzbald Erdin with a very slow start. Barzbald is only getting his points from free throw opportunities, but you know what? I'm not too worried again, as I said, about Etugen University. They just need to get the kinks out in the first quarters. That's pretty normal for the men in white.
Some running highlights here for you, everyone. Five points for Mr. Zorro, Bazbol, Bata Erden, and NCCU inbound. Great start by NCCU. They lead by 11 and they want to extend it. Can they? They're snipers from the outside today. Here's another sniper shot. Too strong. Etugen.
Back over and going high for the boards is Arzbald Erdin. Springs under his feet. He finds Tushik Elbek. He loses handle of the ball, recovers. It's now a triple team situation. Desperately, he rolls it out over to Spider-Man, but there's a mishandling of the ball once again on Etugen's side.
Oh, and one. Rises to the occasion and hits the shot, and he will go for the extra. That foul committed by Enkamor Bayar Butter. And a bit of a slip as he hits him for the hand check. And in it goes as he hits the deck. Thank you very much, Shishani. And Fu going to the bench. This man, Lin, already with 4 points and 1 rebound, converts the three-point play.
Subs coming in, and number 9 returns to the court. It is Erdin Buttar, and just like that, Spider-Man gets a little bit of rest. We're starting off with a full court press to start Etugen's possession, and that bounces out. Still Etugen's ball. I like the hustle from Genji's side.
No, that was that's tough. I mean, you need very smart time to play the press as well, because you're up by double digits. Trying to land that psychological blow.
Inbounding it is number 1, Bayer Batar. He finds the outlet in Erdin Batar. Again, they have a bench player coming in instead of Batar Erdin, and just like that, he breaks his goose egg. He finally makes his first official field goal.
The big man tried the Euro step, puts it up and in! What a move right there. He just went, okay.
He just tosses it.
Yeah, I can float it too, like you guys, you know, you fancy backcourt players. Look up, push, fall, basket, and celebration on the ground of the Bingjiang Gymnasium.
I gotta say, it's very rare for Boubacar to get bounced backwards and to make the shots. So that was, I think that could be a highlight of the day.
Tough guys fall as well and converts the three-point play. He's got 7 points thus far. That's Boubacar Mboup.
All right, and just like that, a quick turnaround. Otgon Bayar returns to the court, as you've dubbed him Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. I love that. Gonzorg now, he's logged in 4 minutes. Trishik Elbeg caught like a thief in the night. There's a steal, turnover, and Chunsu quick to go back to defense. There's a sidestep, finds the outlet, but it goes into the hands of Spider-Man. Now here comes Barsball Erdin with a kick out.
Nobody can protect at the moment.
No, not at all.
On the spin earlier, here they come open from the baseline. Yes, knocks it in for the J. That's the jumper, Lin En Yi. And Etugen in trouble, my friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Through the lane, he forces a lane through. The ball gets battered around. Boubacar gets the board.
And puts him on his back like a Hulk. Corner, fake, drive, runner. Yes, on a 4-0 run. And a timeout needs to be called because the bleeding is the cut of the wound. The bleeding is strong. Etugen about to fall potentially in a 20-point hole. And the Etugen coach says, come, let's come inside and talk about this. We need to make some serious adjustments.
Yeah, they sliced a blood vein because clearly, as you said, Ben, they have to stop the bleeding in some way. Now, initially my thoughts are Etugen University needs to cause confusion from Genzi's side. Now, we just saw in that last interaction between the two teams, there was a lot of confusion, a lot of turnovers, but unfortunately, Genzi came out on top with the bucket. So you see his stats on the screen. Boubacar Mboup with 7 points and 3 rebounds. He's 100% from the field. So, just in the first quarter where Etugen was really good on denying entry for Boubacar, you still had shooters. That is Xiaosong as well as Wu Zekai. But, second quarter, they flip around to Boubacar being a key player in the second.
Side topic, Taylor. The crowd is getting a little bit bigger, but I'm wondering if it's going to be really big for the next game between Tsinghua University and Hakuo semi-final number 2. Don't forget, Tsinghua University are the home team.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, look, every time Zhengzhou University plays, I gotta say, they always have their booster club out here in the rafters showing support as Barsball Erdin brings it back over to Etugen. Let's see what play they draw up. And you see Spider-Man setting the screen. There's ball returns to him. He pulls up, finds the outlet, and they get a bucket from the top of the key. Well done at the after the timeout.
Floater was good off the fake. Should have swung it, but now he swings it. Where's the screen? Needs a screen. Bit of a late screen. This is better defense by Etugen, but they go for the three, in and out. Can't get the rebound. Etugen on the break.
Tushig trying to create something, make something happen. There's no pick and roll action from the top. There's a handoff to Batar Erdin, and 4-3 from the parking lot. He couldn't find his keys.
Ooh, lost it.
Here we go, Tushig Elberg. He is against 2-1, and he goes in for the scoop. A little bit risky, no foul call made. He is frustrated.
That was funny, seeing Bobokar trying to dribble it out. Very rarely do you see that.
No, very rarely. I mean, these two big guys, they're really solid players, but they don't show that much versatility. They're not ball handlers for sure.
No. Not at all. NCCU just slowing it way down, slowing the tempo down. They have a nice lead. They're 15 of 23 as opposed to Etugen, who's 7 of 23. Bobukar backing in like a steam train. Puts it up, doesn't hit the target. Etugen now with it.
Yeah, good bodying up from number 9, but there goes back to Zhenzi, and here's the rim runner, and a bucket is granted for number 23, Wu Zikai.
This is too careless for Etugen. Too many turnovers.
Yeah, completely agree. Bars ball Erdin trying to swivel around in the lane. That shot is just unanswered.
NCCU on the break again. Interesting pass, I mean, for running and cutting Wang Weijie, but a bit too much hot sauce on that one. And Etugen just trying to reset, come back on. And Mungpatar Sogar, as you can see on screen, coming on.
Yeah, I'm sure they've run this quite often. Not this particular play, but the rim running action. But they just got a little bit too ahead of themselves. 6 minutes 15 left on the clock, and the whistle comes.
8-second call.
Wow, that went by fast.
Super. They're very. It's really quick. I mean, compared to the commentary back home for me. Usually you can count the 8 seconds, but here it feels like 4.
We must run on island time or something like that, because 8 seconds is fast here out in Hangzhou.
Everything is bigger here. It's a big country. It's a big planet, China. The People's Republic of China off the screen. That's a good screen in at the free throw line. Oh, air ball, but recovers. Turn off the target. Rebound. Look at that drop step and jump step. Corner, fake, long 2 from the baseline. Still can't get it to land down. Another rebound, and Etugen finally get it.
Yeah, finally getting the board. I mean, Zhenzi had 3 chances. There's a Euro step by none other than
Spider-Man.
25, Sundagorge.
That was a good Euro. Good footwork, highly skilled for a big man. Tries to lob it for the reverse, couldn't put that away, and now NCCU struggling a little bit.
NCCU making some really unusual shots from the mid-range point, and a foul is called, a pushing foul this time around. Let's take a look. That's going to be on number 2, Xu Deqi. That's his first personal today. And NCCU been relatively conservative. Only 1 team foul, 3 from Etugen's side. Tushig Elbeg had the handoff to Batar Erdin. See Spider-Man setting up the screen. No good. From the left, there's the dribble drive in. Good finish for Etugen.
They're playing better, Etugen, in the last 90 seconds, so they picked up the game. They're still 14 points down. But NCCU have dropped the energy levels a little bit and made a change. Oh, good backdoor and nice finish at the rim by Xu Deqi. And just to announce that Mahmadu Mustafa on court for Bubakar.
Just when Etugen thought they got some momentum, you just see that instance where Tsinghua University answers right back, and a beautiful three was made by Etugen's big.
What Bayar? And CCU drive, stop, goes for the pop, couldn't get the drop. Rebound though, they're so good at those offensive rebounds. Oh, there was a foul, but referee let that go, pulls it, tips it, and it's not quite on the money, but the tip gets you a little bit of cash.
And Dai coming in after getting subbed in for Bobakar. Very efficient with his time. Shooters are getting the assist and immediate call over the halfway line. Number 6 is Xie Yunda.
I like the improvement by Etugen Taylor. I really, really do, but they just got to find some consistency, and this man right here is all about consistency and ball handling, so hopefully he can help his team protect the ball a little bit better, because those turnovers in this period, that wasn't pretty to watch.
Yeah, completely agree. Well, starting off on the sideline with 3 minutes 46 seconds left in regulation, and NCCU has yet to ask for any timeouts in this quarter. Atardine over. There's the curl in. That's too strong, and Dai trying to get the board, and it is going to be 22. Otkon Bayars' rebound, and there we go. They drain another three, and of course it's another Barsbal Erdine.
That credit has to go to Usak Bayar as he out-rebounded the big man. Another backdoor cut and another finish from underneath the rim. This time it's by Wang Wei Jia, or Jia, should I say. And once again, the carelessness of both teams is not intentional, of course, but again, in this last 3 minutes, it has been a little bit sloppy by both teams. Changes are super, super important, and Etugen with the inbound.
Yeah, that is Wang Wei Jia's second personal. They've got fouls to give. Here is him pulling up. Number 6, Monkabatar Shogar.
Mahmadou with the rebound. Got the security. Good screen. Turnover. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Here comes up Barsbal Erdine. And a good look to Spider-Man. And another assist is given to Barsbal Erdine.
This is a good run by Etugen. Nice touch by the Sandak Gorge Spider-Man man, and didn't have to shoot a long elastic whip. But NCCU need to tighten up. Off the cross, fires a three. Too strong.
A little bit slow on the rotations. Luckily, Sandak Gorge was able to get the board. There's a sidestep, and from the parking lot, Barsbal Erdine's three does not land. But they get a second chance opportunity. And they're going to set up the next play. He swings it over to the wing, and here comes Shogar for the bucket. That rattles in, and we got ourselves a small run from Etugen.
That's right. I mean, I noticed when they attack the tin, gets a bit of open looks. Like, do exactly what they did to what NCCU did to them in the first. They get some production and continuity. So they've made this a 10-point ball game. They were down by 17 points at one stage, so well done to them. But they got to play D and guard that. Back iron. Rebound. Okay, NCCU just calming for calm heads. It's 9 seconds to go on the shot clock. They're just stretching it. Okay, screen, drive, and one! He gets the basket and the bell. Who other than Wu Zhikai? Sorry, check that. Sung Sin Hao. And he's at the line for a potential three-point play, as he's already got 12 points in this game. The leading scorer in this game by 1 point over the masked assassin, Barsbal Erden, who's got 11 points. Can he make this 13? 5 of 7, 1 assist. No, he cannot. Spider-Man, rebound.
Of course, it would take Xiaosong to end the scoring run that Etugen has. Here comes Barzbal. Erdine pulls up for the easy jumper. Drop coverage not effective in that instance.
Goes in the lane on the spin. Rebound, and referee said offensive foul in a very, very dramatic, animated, but entertaining way.
Yeah, hopefully Otbayar is okay. Again, another contact, a swipe to the face there as we see the pull-up jumper by Barzbal Erdine. So again, that's why in the first quarter I said I'm not too concerned. I know that Etugen will just chip away, you know, trying to control the pace a little bit more. Obviously, they're still 10 points behind, but look, there's still two quarters left.
10 points is nothing, seriously. If it's 20, 30 points, you've got a problem.
Not at all. I mean, we saw at Tsinghua University, that game against Konkuk, there was a 20-point comeback. That long two does not fall. We're seeing a lot of mid-range shot attempts from Etugen.
Corner three. Rebound. Gives it away. Etugen. Can they capitalize with over 40 seconds to go? Got to get it over half court.
Yeah, 8 seconds goes by fast. Barzbal Erdine trying to go over the halfway court. And the whistle comes. It's still going to be Etugen ball.
Let's have a look at this. Yep, pressing there. And ball went backwards, so...
Yeah, ricochets far out from Etugen's foot. Shot clock is at 14 seconds, and Erdine will be the inbounder. Out to Bayar at the top. And here comes Tushig Elbeg with the drive in from the left. And look what I found. I got a bucket for Etugen.
And what a play just before the end of the period, because the shot clock is off. NCCU will want to take their time and set it up. Will they go for a long one or a short one, or will they get in the lane and stick it to the accelerator to explode it at the rim? Fires long. Oh, foul. Oh, man, you just fouled one of the best shooters from the outside, and that has sent him to the free throw line to potentially bring up the NCCU scoreboard to 50.
And Otkon Bayar is in a little bit of foul trouble. That's his third one today. 8 points. You take a look at the replay again. There's another cylindrical foul. Just getting into Ujakai's space.
Ujakai already with 5 points. He breaks that, and the boys from Ulaanbaatar, no complaints about that shot. They will say Bayerla, which means thank you in Mongolian. Gotta stay calm and composed. He wants to push it out. Ooh, that's nasty. Never a pleasant thing to watch. And
it's a relief for Etugen.
No, it is. It is. And
sure.
I mean, Etugen has done well trimming that lead to single digit. 1 out of 3. 0.8 to go. Heaves it up. Oh, way, way, way over the top. And that's the way the first half has finished. He's in good spirits, though. That is Bat Erden Bayaramuk, as the cheerleaders come on to give us some entertainment. Good job to both teams. It was a tale of 2 quarters. In the first quarter, the NCCU team outscored Etugen University 27-16. But in the second period, it was a lot closer, as the girls, as they dance, some stats will come up very, very shortly. And halftime score, 48-39 in favor of NCCU over Etugen University. There's the stats, and field goal shooting percentage, NCCU better, but in the second period, Etugen were more effective from the field.
Absolutely. They crawl back from a dismal 27% to 41%. And with NCCU, they kind of balanced out. They went from shooting 63 to 53%. The threes are not raining quite yet, but we'll see that later on in the second half. Let's see how they adjust. And we'll be back after the following messages.
That's right. Enjoy the break, everyone. Enjoy the performance.
好的，再一次感谢我们非常不可能带来的精彩表演。接下来进入了我们的多多装备与比赛运球合作伙伴安娜和阿尔带来的精彩时刻。接下来进入到。
To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now. To all the champions, do you dare to stand here? Represent your team. Represent your school. Make all Asia set its signs on you. The next chapter is here. A new legacy awaits. History starts now.
Welcome back, everyone, to AUBL 2025. It's semi-final number 1 between Etu Gen University and NCCU, and NCCU lead 48-39, but the Etu Gen team outscored the NCCU team 23-21 in the second period. A much better execution and effort by the Etu Gen team. I'm Ben Ibrahim alongside Taylor Chen. And Taylor Chen, like I said, it has been a game of 2 quarters. First quarter belonging to NCCU and the second to Etu Gen University from Ulaanbaatar.
Yeah, we finally see the shooters from Etu Gen University pick up. So, you know, with the likes of number 5 Bars Balberton, Erden, you know, he was only getting his buckets through free throws. But with every single game, we've noticed a trend where Etu Gen they're never too pressed, they're never worried. It's a slow but very gradual and steady incline back to the top. Again, you know, the first game against NCCU, they scored 29 points, and in the first 2 quarters alone, it was only less than 25 points. So again, I'm not too concerned. I'm looking forward to see Etu Gen step up even further in the third quarter. What I would like to see them do is box out more to get those rebounds. I mean, we see how aggressive and how much tenacity NC University students have in jumping high up for those boards.
Yeah, well, one thing I would like to see better is both teams protecting the ball a whole lot better. So far, 17 turnovers committed collectively, 9 by NCCU and 8 by Etu Gen. So a little bit high for my liking, or anybody's liking for that matter. So that's where they've got to go. We are about a minute 27 seconds away, everyone, and it's a really close game. Please don't forget to support us on the AUBL Instagram page, and a lot of content and traffic being created. So well done to our social media team. And a little bit later at 7:30 p.m. as well, do not forget Hakuo University from Japan taking on Tsinghua University, who some say, Taylor Chen, are the favorites.
Well, I mean, look, we're talking about home court advantage and having the home team coming in to support. I mean, it is a weekend after all, so you know what? You have no excuse for us normal 9-to-5 employees or students. So, you know, they're going to be filing in a little bit more. I mean, we have a pretty decent turnout as of right now. Again, talking about the Dungeon Booster Club, showing tons of support for the men in blue. Also, something that, you know, we will have to be on the lookout for in the second half is perhaps foul trouble. That is what we saw a major issue in their first matchup against each other. We had several players who had fouled out, including Xu Deqi and Dai, as well as Bobakar. And on the other hand, we had 4 Etu Gen players fouling out. So, you know, so far so good. They haven't had any issues besides 2 players with 3 personal fouls, Gonzorig and Alton Bayar. So we'll see how it comes down to it down the line.
Barswold on screen, 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. He has been the most productive player, so let's get this going. Etu Gen to inbound with the package. The big man, Otbayar, on court, sets the screen. Otbayar, drive, pump fake, good defense here by NCCU. Wide open for the 3. Spider-Man shoots the web and hits it from downtown. What a way to start the third quarter.
Yeah, he's kind of unassuming with his lankiness and his size, but he can make those buckets on the outside, especially when they're uncontested. And there is Fu Junyao, started the game with his first bucket, has yet to make another one.
Swing, jab, drive. He's gonna go with a fadeaway, but that was a bit too ambitious.
And back to Zhenzi it goes. Here's a look away pass, and here's Xu Deqi swinging it over to the corner, and here comes the bucket. No good. Tushig Elberg's vertical is just absolutely impressive, jumping over Fu Zhenhao.
Good job though by Etu Gen for, you know, they were a bit outsized there in the lane, but they still clogged it and tried to play some strong D.
Starting off again, Paul gets put out, and here comes Spider-Man.
Extends the web and puts it in, and what a 5-0 run right here by Etu Gen.
Yeah, strong start for Etu Gen. Again, the gradual incline is is very apparent overall when we see from the men in white. Again, they are what's known as the dark horse in this tournament. There is a cut from the baseline, and here's Fu Jingyao with a kick out. And once again, here's Wu Zikai for the buzzer beater that goes in and out, just like the drive-through.
And still that 5-0 run still stands. Horn set being called by Barsball. Barsball, nasty handles off the screen. Barsball, good pass. Thought about the touch pass, but went corner, touch pass, fake, leans in, back iron, and in it goes. What a good shot. And that is Tushik. Elback makes this a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, we got to see that replay. That was sick. The Zhengzhou University student took the bait, and Tushik said, look what I got. And Zhengzhou has yet to score in this quarter. And here's a step back, and here's Xiaosong putting them in a clinic. Look at Zhengzhou Wei, not concerned at all.
They must have heard you.
Yeah, they did. Their ears were bleeding.
Yeah, Tujin still with a 7-3 run, down by 5. Scored 23 points in the second period. They just need to keep chipping away at it, protecting it, defending it, and do not turn it over as best as they can. Handoff, launches for the 3. Couldn't get that to go down. Easy rebound, NCCU.
See Etogen running a drag screen. Good attempt. Zhengzhou will bring it back. Let's see if they could chip away and get another bucket in this quarter. That bounces out. They get a second chance. That's it over to Xiaosong. And returns the favor. Here's a catch and shoot. And nothing but nylons there was for Shudatsu.
Etugen now. It's 7-6. Shoots for 3. Couldn't get that to go down. Chasing. Oh, he was nudged though. He was nudged a little by Jekai, number 23. But referee just said, no. Let's look at this again. A good 3 hit by NCCU. They scored 2 threes in this period, NCCU, and they got the package.
Starting up again at Zhengzhou's side, Shudatsu between him. Now it's Indai at the top. And a rare chance we see him handling the ball. He fumbles a little bit. Great save, and he gets the 2 up against Otbayar. A little bit, it's just too slow for Indai.
8-6, crossover, runner. Is that offensive? Yeah, that's offensive foul committed by Barsball Bata Erden. And let's look at this here. Yeah, the shoulder came into the face, and he didn't mean it that way. Just short, like, just the way he's
It was
shuffled.
upon movement, yeah, it was just the physics of it.
Continuity of movement,
Yeah.
So bit of a shame, but it's okay. We want this to be close, everyone. Back to a 10-point ball game.
Now here's Xiaosong over to Wu Zikai. There's the Devil team setting up the trap. Oof, too handsy there as a foul call. What looks to be on a Barsball.
6:15 to go. Coach still pretty calm and personified for Zhengzhou Wei.
14 seconds on the shot clock. There's a handoff, and from the parking lot, that check gets bounced back with interest. Out of bounds. Etogen ball now.
Last touch, I thought it came off a Etogen play, but the referees know better. Spider-Man handoff. Barsball. Floater by Barsball. That will be short, but he gets it back. Well done by Barsball behind the back. Here's Tushik. Tushik, shall I say? Tushik. Oh, splits the D. Upstairs. Yes! What a split and a basket for Tushik Elback. That's what I call banana split ice cream.
Yeah, great setup. I mean, Zhengzhou University, they ran the switch defense, but Indai was just way too slow for Barsball Erden. And here's Zhengzhou. They still got the lead. There's a sidestep. Bullet pass over to Shudatsu, driving in, gets the foul. It's going to be number 5 again. Barsball Erden knocking in a third personal foul.
Ooh, your best ball handler in foul trouble.
Yeah, that was my fear in the second half, is either one of the teams or both teams getting a little bit too handsy, too physical. So with foul trouble, they might have to be a little bit more complicit. Or
Lin Zihao on court, and number 2 to the Xu Deqi.
Xiao Song with the inbound from the baseline, and Dai coming in for the drive, finds the cut, and the reverse is in for Xiao Song.
Good dish by Mahmoudou Mustafa. Etugen playing some great basketball, but they've got to be consistent. Here they come on the drive, takes it with a finger roll in the layup and kisses glass, and that was good stuff. Coming off the bench, Mukbata Shoga gets to the office and checks in with a layup.
Yeah, good handoff instead of Barzbal Erdine making the bucket. Again, catching them off guard. There's a side step. Ooh, off mark though.
Racing, passing, catching, layup. Spider-Man, Webb is good.
They need those rin running opportunities, but here comes is charging in for the bucket, and it goes to Etugen. No call by the referees. They make another bucket for the men in blue.
The referees let that go. Wow, okay. It's interesting. Very interesting. Pump fake. Oh, now they call it. And it's pretty offensive.
Yeah, pretty offensive is a nice way of putting it. Well, 2 uncalled foul and offensive foul. And we bring it back over to Zhenzi University. We have number 9 having a discussion with crew chief Julian Scott. He's got 4 personal fouls. Again, foul trouble might be awry for Etugen. And here's the 3. Ricochets high off, and there's the 2. They will certainly take that. They still got a 10-point lead over Etugen.
Etugen just chipping away at this, but consistency. Spider-Man, handoff, drive. Deck tracks a double team. Spider-Man in the lane. Spider-Man attacks and can't get the bounce, trying to get the tip. And they're chasing the loose ball. Attacks, no, and that's a foul. And he draws the foul. Number 22, Usuk Bayar, Otkon Bayer. Yeah, he got slapped by the big fella, Mahmoudou Mustafa. So they come together. This is an interesting period here, Taylor. You think Etugen is going to try to get it even, and all of a sudden NCCU kick away with a couple of shots. 10 points, 5 rebounds. And he's not the best shooter in the world from the line. More of a solid block man, rebounder. And he's there to do the unglamorous work.
He is. He definitely does the dirty work. Again, he's got 3 personal fouls. And as I mentioned before, number 9, Otbayar, he is their solid big man, a brick house for Etugen. So you got these 2 doing the dirty work, but very much needed and essential. So they got to be careful as it's Zhenzi's ball now. There's a denial of entry. Ling Zihao at the top from the parking lot. And it's good.
Splash for the cash. And they have extended it to a massive, well, they had the double-digit lead earlier, but now it's a real big double-digit lead. Can they return the favor? Back iron. Gets it back. Relocates. Tries to split it. Kick. Got to watch that shot clock. And they're getting frustrated. Blocking foul, says Julian Scott. 14 on the clock.
And you can even see head coach on the sideline. He got on one knee at one point. And we got subs coming in. Number 2, Zorok coming in.
Bounce. Bounce. Where's the screen? Got to set the screen. No screen. Thinking about the handoff. Oh, and turns it over.
the right idea, but the pass was a little bit too deep into the low post, and here comes coast-to-coast pass. Etugen quick to transition back to defense. As you see the stats line, 3 turnovers Etugen has made versus 1 by Da. There's a drive in from the right this time. It is no surprise at Ling Zihao. He made the 3 earlier, and now the 2.
Etugen, Ling Zihao with 12, 2 rebounds. 1 bucket will do just to get them back into this game. If not, they'll fall into deep. Yes, nothing but net for Bindiraya Sandagorj from way outside to trim it down. 12-point lead for NCCU.
Yeah, not many stop and go action here. I mean, the clock has really flown by. With less than 2 minutes to go, here is Xiao Song at the top. He's taking his time. He's burning the clock here and finds a space from the left. Drive in for another bucket for NCCU.
In the lane, attacks, rejection. What a block by NCCU.
Out of bounds. Bummer. Couldn't create something out of that. Got to take a look at that replay of that block. Again, the athleticism from Zhengzhou University is really impressive overall, really.
Etugen. Effort is there off the cross, bounce, and went up and picked up the foul. So a hand check foul, 2 shots, 1:20 to go. And foul committed by Lin In-yu. Yeah, he just reached in for his elbow and slightly pulled him back. So that's why the referee blew it down. Can this defensive man hit 1 shot? He does. He missed both his free throws earlier. So it's good to see that he gets 1 on the scoreboard. Etugen will throw the kitchen sink at NCCU in the 4th quarter. I mean, they're down by 13 now. Stay competitive for the next 80 seconds. 2 out of 2 for Usukbayar Orkong Bayer.
Final minute left, and Ndai will be, I assume, done for the quarter. Bobakar Mbup coming in to create some insurance for Zhenda. And here is a number 12 at the top, Zihao, driving in on the right, pulling up. That's off the mark, and it goes back to Etugen.
Good rebound by Umchat Zorek earlier. Now Etugen just slowing it down. Over 50 seconds to go before the end of the 3rd. Good screen. Drives to the rim and kick out off the touch pass. Shoots for 3. Bang! That's much better. More continuity of flow. Tushik Elbak with the triple.
Yeah, they are only behind by 9 points. There's the trap, a drive in the middle, and there's a turnover. We might see ourselves a touchdown to Sheik Elbor, uncontested. He makes the 3! Thank you very much. 69-63 is the score. This is the closest that they've gotten behind NCCU.
Back-to-back 3s for Etugen University. They have made this a 6-point ball game. Tushik Elbek with 15 points and 5 rebounds. Here we go. NCCU on the drive. Out.
And the bucket from downtown ricochets out, and Barsball Erden goes high up, corrals the board.
Can they get another 3 before the end of the 3rd period? Shot clock is off. Fires off target. And that's the way it will finish for the end of the 3rd period, and a frantic finish, Taylor Chen, to this end of the 3rd. What a game. It is now back down to a single-digit lead for NCCU. NCCU 69 off the slip right there as he's coming to the bench. But he's tired and annoyed at the same time, but because they let Etugen go on a run. Let's look at some. What's your thoughts, Taylor, of that end of that frantic finish to the 3rd period between these 2 heavyweights of AUBL?
I mean, we're still, again, just seeing the grit that Etugen University has. I mean, that is Mongolian basketball for you guys. Just when you think that the lead is too far ahead, you got these amazing, incredible individuals coming in, chipping away at the score. And it's not to say Zhen Zi was making a significant number of turnovers, but as we see the third quarter stats here, now it's relatively closer, and 3 points are not raining on either side. 6 for 21 for Zhen Zi, and 8 for 21 from Eto Gen's side.
So those are the stats, and the fourth quarter not very far away. It's great to see that it is only, it was a very, very close game. Enjoy these highlights right here, everyone. Tushig with 15 points and Lin Zihao with 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal, 4 of 7 from the field. So NCCU and Eto Gen. Here comes NCCU. Can they get some production? They were a bit cold. Corner. Oh! Slippery, slippery slop as they lost the handle. And Eto Gen now, I think they might try to set it up and go for a 3 to make this a 3-point ball game.
We see back-to-back quarters where Eto Gen has outscored Zhenzi University, so we'll see. We might have seen a turning point earlier, and there's another bucket for Eto Gen University. They're the first to score in this quarter. Again, NCCU did not score until 4 minutes into the third.
Big man controlling inside, too strong, and great, great defense by Usik Bayar.
Yeah, they set their feet down, and they were effective on the double team. Here's a kick out to Tushig Albeg. 14 seconds, that rolls out of bounds. Ooh, a good recovery. There's a step back. Pump fake for the 3. Draws a foul.
In the corner. And the last man you want to send is the mask of Zorro. The mask of Eto Gen University Zorro. And that is Barsbol Batarerden. He's had a phenomenal tournament. He went for the step back and then just rose, and then there was contact. Smart. That was really, really smart.
This is the first. And just like that, Eto Gen University only behind by two possessions. Zhenzi had at one point the largest lead with double digits. And Barsbald Erden, he's now logged in 14 points, 2 assists, and has 1 steal. And we see the stats line for Xie Yunda, 4 points and 3 personal fouls. We might see a lot of physicality in this final quarter.
2 points, 2-point lead for NCCU. Off the fake, trying to get on the inside. Good D by the Eto Gen team. Corner, releases for the triple. Yes, through the net and rips the cords. What an outstanding shot by NCCU to give them some breathing space.
Yeah, they're not holding back, and they're not being afraid or conservative. Here's the baseline drive and kick out, resetting to Spider-Man. A good find, and the bucket does not fall, but he will get free throws. That is their lanky number 22, Otgon Bayar, who will be at the line once again. Drew quite a few fouls in the third quarter, and now that is going to be Bobakar's second personal foul.
12 points, 6 rebounds by this very gangly man. Knocks it in. Good job.
It's only 2 personal fouls for Bobakar, so he still has the luxury of that. On the other hand, number 22, Otkan Bayar, at the line right now. He's got 3. as well as their big guy, Oddbayar Ganzorg.
3-point ball game. NCCU trying to push away. Don't forget, the winner of this game goes to the gold medal game. You're with me, Ben Ibrahim and Taylor Chen. Corner open again. Couldn't put that away. Good rebound, Etugen.
That's what I'm liking. I'm liking what I'm seeing with Etugen boxing out. Boubacar not getting a lot of looks, and he's not getting the ball very much in this final quarter.
Spider-Man a little bit stuck.
9 seconds left. He's being held off. He moves up towards the wing, and for a three, he cashes in, and just like that, the score is tied at 72-all for Bindaria Sandagorj.
Great job by Spider-Man. He's an all-round player. NCCU off the bounce pass in the lane attacks, and they will go to the line as he hits the A-boards. Ouch! Straight into the media. And that looked very, very painful. High up, got the contact, went down hard. And that is Siu Dei-Chi. Siu Dei-Chi with 7 points in this game. Can he make it 8? As he's at the free throw line right now to give NCCU potentially back the lead. He does with a rim bouncer. And very interesting that NCCU have a few of these very small type point guard type players who just speedy and really, really good with a handle.
Yeah, you're going to notice, or if you watch enough UBA or Chinese Taipei Pro Ball, you're going to notice that you got a lot of those small point guards trying to emulate Japanese basketball collegiate-wise and professionally. So they're small, but they hustle and to make up for the lack of size. As we have coming back into it, Spider-Man at the top. There's a handoff to Tushig Elbeg. And he shakes off his man and shakes in a 2. Still keeping it tied and very interesting at Bingjiang Gymnasium.
They're trying to keep it even. 74-74. Good pass upstairs. Oh, couldn't get the bounce, but good interior defense. Can he split 4 defenders? The big man. He had 4 guys around him. It's like taking a biscuit from a giant.
I wouldn't be surprised there's multiple points of contact, but you know what? The referee on the baseline had to pick one, so.
And look at that. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yeah, see how many points of contact the Edgerton players made. That's tough.
He's done well. Tima Boubacar Umbup. International affairs student at his university at NCCU. Couldn't put that away, but if you can get this one is better than none, they say. They will hit the front again. They are in front. And 6:54 to go, and they switch the bigs. That's interesting. And Boubacar to the bench, Mahmoudou Mustafa on court just to give it a bit more freshness.
More freshness, reserve Boubacar's energy for the size and some help in the low post. Spider-Man up top, beyond out in the perimeter, try to find Erding with a handoff. He slipped a little bit, but he recovers and shakes off his man. And once again, Spider-Man going 2-1, and it kisses the glass and makes it into the circle.
That's Usuk Bayar. They're trying to zone it a little bit. 1-3-1 zone. And CCU. Now they go to man. Screen. Gonna get some production. Etugen in front. Shakes. Dish. Basket. That was a beautiful, beautiful motion. Great motion offense and finished off easily off the glass by NCCU. But it is only a 1-point lead from for the team from Chinese Taipei.
Yeah, well done. Well set up play run by Zhengzhou University. Once again, Erden starting off from the left. Hook pass. Spider-Man swings it over to the left wing. Ooh, denied entry by Undai. And here's a catch and shoot for number 25. Spider-Man doesn't make it, but they will take the 2 as consolation thanks to Otgon Bayar.
Otgon Bayar is like Spider-Man number 2. So one is called Peter, the other is called Parker. NCCU off the fake, takes the shot, yes, knocks it in. The runner was very good. And excellent basket by Sung Sin Hao, who has got 24 points.
Now both sides making buckets in their possessions. Here comes number 5 with a bucket. Drive in from the left, no good for Batar Erden.
Been unlucky there for Etugen. It's all about getting that rebound. That's why the bigs play a massive part in this game. Bullet pass up, yes, sticks it in. Wang Wei Jia. What a find and what a finish. That's called team basketball. And a timeout is called with 4:53 to go. NCCU have responded, but Etugen, Taylor Chen, biting at the heels of NCCU.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, if it isn't Batar Erden or Tushig Elbeg, again, the third quarter, you got another X-Factor player. That's going to be Usuk Bayar, Otgon Bayar. He's been making all the field goals for Etugen University. But again, you give the ball to Xiao Song. And jersey number 10, you make sure that you got to keep an eye on him. He's a playmaker. He's going to get those buckets, and you know he's going to go high for these boards. Again, talking about the athleticism from Zhengzhou University. You see some of the moving highlights.
And they're taking a breather. The content is constantly being created. This is a very, very tight game. And I must give it to Bindiraya Sandakgorj for really, really stepping up and really making his team push in front and stay there. He's got 19 points, the leading scorer in the Etugen team. Basball with 15 points, and Tushek also super impressive today with 17 points. So 3 players on double digits for Etugen. For NCCU, you got the main man, Sung, with 24 points.
Now, Etugen University holding the lead, scoring lead over Zhengda. 15-11 in this quarter alone. Tushig Elbeg shaking off Shudatsu, getting the 2. It's too short, but he will get free throws. That's a foul call on Shudatsu. Or number 8, actually, Wang Weijia. Yeah, trying to go in for the block, making too much contact on the wrist.
That wasn't too much contact. That was a slap.
That was a slap. That was a smack.
8 points.
4 personal fouls for the Zhengda student, and Tushig Elbeg drops in the first bucket. It's now 16-11 in this quarter, and Tushig Elbeg's got now 19 points on his stats line.
Referee blows it down, and they just want to mop it up, I think.
Yeah, they want to mop off the human effort on the floor. Perhaps. Slight delay, and now Etugen choosing to run a full court press on Zhengda.
So the Mop boys cleaning it up. Thank you, Mop boys. And CCU slowly bringing it up. 4.5 minutes to go before end of regular time. High screen as he rolls to the rim. The big man, Mamadou, takes the 3 off target. Now Etugen with a chance.
Here comes Batar Erden stepping back for the 3. Airballs it. Ooh, bad look. He knows it's his fault. He pats himself on the chest. And it's back to Zhengda.
Rush offense by Etugen. So, but still plenty of time in this one. And 4-11. Much improved performance. Etugen can say to themselves after facing NCCU in the pool stages. Heavy pass. Gotta get it over half court, boys. The referees count quickly. And CCU. Double team. Got a release for a pass. There's a screen to get some separation. Good pass, pump fake, fade away. And it is NCCU's turn to go to the line. And this will be Wang Weijie.
We're seeing quite a few good dishes by the bigs in Dai, finding number 8 in Wang Weijia. And you see the Etugen student frustrated with the foul call. Again, you know, Etugen being quite effective in the low post, not allowing any looks for Indai as well as Bobakar. But you know what? Still, we got other players that that come to stand out and provide help.
Gives them the 2-point extension. Can it be 3? It is. There's a bit of security. So Etugen now got to be precise with their offense.
Zorg inbound, and here's Batar Erdin. He's bobbing and weaving and finds Tushig Elbeg at the wing. Trying to shake off Shudatsu, and he cuts it for the hook, and he gets the nylons.
Sticks it in for Tushig Elbeg. A 1-point ball game. He just got in the lane and took flight. Corner, out, needs a screen. There it is. He rolls to the rim, the big man. Double team. Should have taken the shot. Goes for the elbow jumper. Yes! Nicely done by Wang Weijie. He got his way there. 12 points, but he's in foul trouble as well.
I like the switch defense that was run by Etugen, but it just so happened that Chengzi was just a hair faster into that possession. Chengzi now with 3-point lead, and that's a poor pass.
Here he comes, drives the lane. A good block by Spider-Man, but they get it back upstairs. No outlet.
Good return to defense. We have a Etugen player on the floor, but in the meantime, it is 4-5, and the whistle comes.
That was a slip. I hope they didn't call travel. Oh no, they're going back because someone is injured.
Well, typically the whistle comes after dead ball to watch for the player, but they chose to blow the whistle while the ball is in play. Let's take a look at the last highlight. He's okay. Probably, it looked like a smack in the face for Spider-Man.
And they just get back up. 2:37 to go. This game has not disappointed. As they say, basketball is a game of runs, and both teams went on their respective runs throughout the game.
Here's Otkon Bayar with a handoff to Spider-Man, who just recovered. Coming over the left, oh, loses his handles.
Here he comes, downhill. Thank you very much. Shishini. And another basket for the man who's in foul trouble. He is strong as steel. Wang Weijie with the layup.
How fast he went to the court. He's Speedy Gonzalez there. 2 minutes left to go. That shot does not fall. They try to get the tap in. That doesn't fall either. And more fouls as number 2 pushes him off. That is Zorigt. And Julian Scott hands him his first ever technical foul.
And the fans heckling, not happy about that. Let's look at this here. And yep. And it came when he blew the whistle.
And there's the arm hook.
Yeah, and the push. I mean, Julian Scott already blew down the whistle. He didn't have to do that. Puts it away. The little man. This is that was Siu Dei Chi. Siu Dei Chi with 10 points.
Stat line has updated. Zorik now has 3 personal fouls. I will say Zhengzhou University are being a lot more conservative with those arm hooks and
almost lost the handle. They lose the handle, and great pressure defense by Etugen. 6-point ball game. They will need to come up with some magic like they did the other day that sent the game to overtime. It is a timeout And NCCU, even though they have a 2-possession lead, nothing is secure as yet. Still a bit of time in this one, everyone. 1:48 to go. For those of you who are very, very vocal on social media, please tell us who you think will win this game. And please do it in the nicest way possible. No foul language, please. We're a family game. We want young people to play this great game of basketball, just like these young university students. Who knows, your son or daughter or brother or cousin or sister could be one of these players on the court one day. The Asian University Basketball League wants to have a home and away season in the future. So this is a test pilot tournament. And there's a lot of teams who I'm sure would be happy and honored to be part of this competition. As a person, I speak behalf on Taylor as well, as a person who's, both of us have commentated on a lot of tournaments. This is quite a well-organized tournament, you know, well-run. Not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but which tournament is perfect? There is none, if you ask us.
I mean, we're talking about an incredible production, and again, just providing a even bigger platform for these incredible, young, talented players. So it's exciting to see their talent now and where they go in the future. And the whistle comes for offensive foul, pushing foul, this time for 22. Adkan Bayar, he gets his fourth. No, he's done.
He's done.
He is done for the rest of the game. 1 minute 48 seconds. Man, he's been essential in this final quarter, being the lead scorer in this quarter alone. That might hurt.
Bayar on court right now to try to give them that big protection. NCCU just gotta waste a little bit of time and try to go for a big shot to look for that dagger. This is the jumper, doesn't go. Etugen on the run.
There's a runner, Rin Rummer. And they hold off. Good transition by Zutze, but with no avail to Sheikh Albeg with the 3 after the timeout.
NCCU was a bit naive there. Of course, that Etugen would try to go for the 3. They've got some good 3-point shooters. They can't leave their shooters open down the stretch. We are 1 minute plus to go. And is that a double dribble?
A foul call.
Okay, that's very interesting.
2 shots are granted for Tsinzi University. A foul call is given to Tushig Elbeg. Now, Elbeg in that screen, he looks like he was hoping for an out-of-bounds call, but instead
puts it away.
Yeah, instead it was a foul.
One fan yelling out "Hao Cho," which in Mandarin means good shot. So don't forget, the NCCU team are a Mandarin-speaking team. They want to say "Woman Hao" at the end of this, which means we are good, and go to the final 2 out of 2 to give them a bit of breathing space down the stretch. 5-point lead, and right now, the imagination of Etugen will be tested.
That was a huge relief for Tsinzi University. They get those guaranteed free throws. Here comes Batar Erdin. There's the backdoor cut, but they have to reset. Here's Spider-Man. 11 seconds to go. He comes in for the curl, but a kick-out reset. Out for 3. Gets rejected. And another foul call for Etugen University. This time it's going to be on Batar Erdin. He is also done for the game, too.
Oh, no. That's sad to see. Is he?
I don't think he realizes that until just now.
I think they're checking with the commissioner's table. Is he done? But on the board, he's done. But he's asking the referee, and he's already slowly taking off his mask, and already Munkbata Sogar getting ready to come on court. Yep, he's cooked, and he goes to the bench and will take no further part in this game. Really sad to see, because he's a really, really good player and a top guy.
Yeah. It's a little anticlimactic for these 2 guys on the bench. Adkan Bayar getting fouled out not too long ago.
Wu Zhekai bricks that second shot, and 9 points. They're almost home.
Setting up a high screen. Spider-Man comes through. That's a misfire pass. Recovers, but not in time. That is going to be out of bounds, and it's Zhenzi's possession.
And Etugen going to send on Bat Erden Bayaramuk. Their roster is severely tested with Uksuk Bayar, Otkong Bayar, and also Bars Ball fouled out. NCCU can't really foul. Just gotta hope for the turnover. If you're Etugen, good skip pass. Corner, fires! Bang! That is the dagger McJagger! What a shot by NCCU to give them a 9-point lead. Deflection, they've got the package. They are going to the win. They are going to the final. Upstairs, yes! And a basket by Wu Je Kai. Thank you very much. Off target. And that's the way this game has finished. NCCU withstood the pressure of Etugen University to win this one, 96-87. Etugen now University will have a chance for a medal in the bronze medal game tomorrow. They will take the team that doesn't win from the Tsinghua University game. And Hakuo, Taylor Chen, your thoughts?
Oh, valiant effort by Etugen. As I mentioned before, they will always come back, but you know what? Experience and athleticism will lead to Zhenzi putting Etugen into bed, tucking them into bed, and they move forward to the finals.
But it was a bit of a dramatic finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, look, Etugen managed to get the lead a couple of times. And again, a turning point was really the third quarter where they chipped away. You know, we had seen an NCCU 10-point lead, but Etugen, they're going to fight hard to the end, but they petered out and got a couple of players that fouled out as well. This is not necessarily a perimeter shooting game, not much of a sniper kind of situation. And look, the stats are pretty comparable. It's just, again, they just scored more at the end, and Etugen kind of petered out.
Yeah, they did try, but the fouling out of Usuk Bayar and Barsbol really rattled them, and things were getting tough. It was really, really tight then, and then when the two players fouled out almost consecutively, it was a very, very uphill battle, and they made some mistakes. The turnovers was the talking point of this game for both teams. Both teams turn it over quite frequently. You know, the third period was very, very solid by Etugen, but the fourth quarter, it's all about who can make the shots, who can make the blocks, and who can play better down the stretch. And objectively speaking, NCCU were the better team down the stretch, but it was very, very even. Song Sin Hao with the player of the game, and 24 points by this man. He's had a very consistent tournament, Taylor.
No surprise there. He is the finals MVP for Zhenzi University. I mean, that is such a respectable establishment. I mean, everybody wants to be a part of the legacy that Zhenzi University has. So congratulations for Xiao Song for getting player of the game and helping his team advance to the finals.
Just gonna take the photo. Good for him, and I do feel a little for Etugen, but you know what? This is business. You got to take care of it. And NCCU win the game. As they say in basketball, Taylor, taking care of business. And NCCU, well, they took care of business down the stretch, but it wasn't easy.
Yeah, Etugen made it a fighting game. They fought hard to the end, tooth and nail. It's just, again, as I mentioned before, athleticism and their experience just really, they they won the game for Zhengzhou University. Well-deserved win and a hard-fought game for Eto Gen.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it, everyone, because we've got semi-final number 2 at 7:30 p.m. Please join us between Hakuo University and Tsinghua University. It's going to be another great game. AUBL 2025. We'll catch you then.